So hello everyone. So we are going to continue with the topics of prelims, especially the map study for India. Okay, so the topics we'll be discussing today is we have already discussed these topics, that is important latitude and longitude, places and news, the northeast section, the important mountain ranges, glaciers and passes, and rivers. Right. So today we'll be focusing on important national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, tiger reserves, the Indian soil, and Ramsar sites. Here, so this the first together that is national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and tiger reserves altogether are called what protected area networks. So I've just categorized into one protected area networks category, and we'll be discussing that. Okay, then we'll discuss the Ramsar sites as well as the Indian soil. Okay, so yes, these are the topics we'll be discussing. So we'll start with important national parks and wildlife sanctuaries as well as the tiger reserves. Okay, so how we are going to study this part is UPSC has a general tendency to repeatedly ask from a particular area. That is, for example, there are certain national parks, tiger reserves, and wildlife sanctuaries that UPSC repeatedly asks. Okay, so that is one category which we are going to learn today. Okay, so we are going to take into all the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries UPSC has asked so far, and we are going to study about that. Okay, and the next thing we will be doing is there's a particular focus for UPSC, that is its favorite areas. That is, one is northeast and another one is the western Ghats. So these two areas will be particularly focusing and studying the protected area networks in these two areas. Okay. Apart from that, the next kind of category of topics UPSC would be asking is regarding current affairs. Okay, all the national parks which was in news, all the tiger reserves which were in news, and the latest editions, those would be asked by UPSC, and that also we'll be discussing today. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So it's generally called protected area networks, and it is protected under which act? Yes, the Wildlife Protection Act, 1972. Okay. So the recent amendment to Wildlife Protection Act also you should know that. Okay. So we'll be studying frequently or repeatedly asked PANs today. Then Western Ghats and Northeast specific PANs, as well as the protected area networks in use. So these are the three categories we would be studying today. So if you're talking about protected area networks, so what exactly is UPSC asking? Okay, so there is immense knowledge, immense data you would get with regard to any particular protected area network, but UPSC has a tendency to ask certain categories, right? So that we are going to study today. So when you study about a particular protected area network, what should you study? That is our focus today. Okay. So the first thing you must know regarding a particular PAN is which state it is from. Like which state. For example, if it is from the northeast, any states in the northeast, that you must know clearly. Okay. Next is if there is any hills or mountain ranges in the vicinity of that protected area network. Okay. And after that, we should also know the important biodiversity or species there. For example, for Western Ghats, we are talking about, you have the Shola forest, which is very unique to the Western Ghats, right? And if you're talking about the Northeast, there are so many species which is only found there, right? For example, the one-horned rhinos is majorly found where in the Assam region, that is Kaziranga National Park. So that you must know. Okay. Another thing you must know is the tribes. Okay. Most of the protected area networks is in the forest region. Yes, obviously it is in the forest region, and most of them are inhabited by many tribal groups, especially those in the northeast. So you must know the tribes there. Okay, and then you must know about the rivers. UPSC usually asks if certain rivers, they keep it as master following. They'll give you the name of the national park and corresponding rivers. So you must know if that particular river flows through that protected area network. Okay. So the rivers you must know. Then the significance of that area. Like for example, whether it's a national park, whether it's a tiger reserve, whether it's a wildlife sanctuary, okay, or if it is an important bird area. So all those things you must know. Okay. And lastly, you must know about the current affairs. If that particular tiger reserve or national park was in use, you must know it for sure. Okay. So this is how we are going to study the protected area networks. Clear? Okay, so first we'll start with the frequently or repeatedly asked spans. So you must know why we are learning this is every time UPSC asks a prelims question, there'll be some national parks which are repeatedly asked. Like for example, if there are like four options or maybe four number of what statements, at least two of them or three of them would be from what the repeated areas. Okay, repeated national parks, UPSC's favorite national parks or tiger reserves. Okay, so if you know that, you could obviously eliminate the options and arrive at the final answer. Okay, that is why we are learning these particular what protected area networks. Okay, yeah. So I've just listed out the important ones which have been repeatedly asked by UPSC. So we'll start with Bhitarkanika, which is in Odisha. Then we'll talk about Simlipal, which is also in Odisha. Then the Sundarbans in West Bengal. Then Manas and Kaziranga, where in Assam. Then Namdafa in Arunachal, Neora Valley in West Bengal. Kanchenjunga in Sikkim. No Creek, where in Meghalaya. Cable Lamja of Manipur. Okay. Kiladia Khana in Rajasthan. Then the Dantadevi and Valley of Flowers in where Uttarakhand. Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand. Then Mudmalai, Silent Valley, and Nagarholi, which is in the south. Okay, so these are the most repeated protected area networks asked by UPSC. Okay, so we'll also see the question, so you'll understand how many times they have repeated the same ones. Okay, so first we'll start with what? The Bhitarkanika. Okay. So if you're talking about Bhitarkanika, where is it? Which state does it belong to? Yes, it is in Odisha. Okay, Bhitarkanika is in Odisha. So what species are predominantly found there? Yes, we have the crocodile. So it is at the border of what? Bay of Bengal. Okay, at the border of Bay of Bengal. So we can see what saltwater crocodiles, olive ridley turtles, and the rare white crocodile called the Shankua. Okay, so this is mainly known for its crocodile habitat as well as what? For the nesting of, or it's called Aridaba of olive ridley turtles. Okay. Then we must also know about the biodiversity. What kind of vegetation is found there? Yes, it is the second largest mangrove ecosystem. Which is the first largest mangrove ecosystem in India? It is Sundarbans. So after Sundarbans, this is the second largest mangrove ecosystem. Apart from that, this is also a crocodile reserve. Okay, that means it's a wetland. Okay, and which rivers are found in this park? Yes, we have the famous Brahmani, Baidarini, and Damra. These three are the rivers in Odisha, and these three, this Bhitarkanika, are on the mouth of these rivers. So this was also asked in films, on the mouth of which river is Bhitarkanika or something like that. So you have the option of Brahmani and Baidarini. Okay, it's on the banks of these two rivers. Clear? Okay. Moving on, we're talking about the significance. Why are we studying about Bhitarkanika? It is a national park. Yes, it's a wildlife sanctuary, as well as it is a Ramsar site. Okay. Apart from that, it is also an important bird area. So this is what you must know when you look into a protected area network. So remember, Bhitarkanika, it is in Odisha. What do you see there? What? Saltwater crocodile, olive ridley turtles, and rare white crocodile. Okay. Apart from that, it is the second largest mangrove ecosystem in India, and as well as a crocodile reserve. Okay, then the rivers there, that is Brahmani, Baidarini, and Dhamra, and it's significant that it's a national park, it's a wildlife sanctuary, it's a Ramsar site, as well as it is an important bird area. Clear? That is Bhitarkanika. Okay. Next important protected area network in Odisha is Simlipal. So yes, which state? Simlipal is in Odisha. Okay. Then which mountain ranges are found here in Simlipal? Yes, it is part of Eastern Highlands. Okay. Then we have what? The biodiversity. It is moist deciduous forest ecoregion. Okay, you must know which region we have what? Dry deciduous, which region we have moist deciduous forest. Okay, so moist deciduous means it will be somewhere inside. Okay. Okay. but there will be enough rainfall as well. Okay. Apart from that, we can also see the grassland and the savanna ecosystem there. Yeah. So what species are predominantly found in Simlipal? Yes, we have tiger, we have the Asian elephant, the gaur, as well as the chausinga. Okay. And also the mugger crocodile. Most of the national parks in Odisha have some kind of crocodile species. Okay. And most of the national parks all across the country has tigers, Bengal tigers. Okay. And if you're talking about the elephant, the south, the Odisha region, the north, that is Uttarakhand region, all these regions have elephants. Okay. Then if you're talking about the tribes in Simlipal, we have Ho and Santal tribes. Okay. So we can understand if you're talking about Santal tribes and Ho tribes, to which part of Odisha would this Simlipal be? Yes, to the northwest part, that is near to the Jharkhand region. Okay, so we can see the map after this and we'll understand where exactly is Simlipal. Just remember, since there are Ho and Santal tribes, it will be near to the Jharkhand region. Okay. Then if you're talking about the rivers, the Karkai River. Okay, Karkai River is a tributary of Subarnarekha that runs through Simlipal. Okay. Here. Okay. Now, if you're talking about the significance of this Simlipal, what and all is it? Yes, it is a biosphere reserve. So it is part of UNESCO's Man and Biosphere Program and it is a biosphere reserve. Okay. Apart from that, what is it? Yes, it is a tiger reserve. It is a national park. Okay. So this is the significance of Simlipal. So remember, Simlipal is in Odisha. The earlier one, Bidar-Kanika, was also in Odisha. Which mountain ranges are there? We have the Eastern Highlands. Then if you're talking about the biodiversity, it's mostly moist deciduous as well as we have the savanna vegetation. Okay. Then species such as Bengal tiger, Asian elephant, gaur, chausinga, and mugger crocodile are found there. Then it's predominantly Ho Santal tribes and the Karkai River is flowing through at Simlipal. Also, it is a biosphere reserve. Clear? Okay. That is Simlipal. Now we'll see a picture. Okay. So you can see here. This is the location. Sorry. Just 1 minute. Okay. So this is the location of Simlipal. This is Simlipal. We have a Simlipal Wildlife Sanctuary and the National Park. So you can see it's near Jharkhand. See? It's not at the coast. It's almost in the interior. Okay. But if you're talking about Bidar-Kanika, where is Bidar-Kanika? Yes, it's at the banks. Okay. It's near to the coast. It's at the coast. Okay. We have like Dhamra and other rivers, Brahmani and Baidarini, flowing in like this. Okay. The 3 rivers will be flowing into this Bidar-Kanika. Okay. And we also have the Gahirmada Marine Wildlife Sanctuary there. Okay. And below that we have the Chilka. Here. Remember, Simlipal is on the north, that is towards Jharkhand region. And we have Bidar-Kanika on the mouth of Dhamra, Baidarni and Brahmani. Okay, clear? Okay, so that are 2 important protected area networks in Odisha. Clear? Okay. If you're moving on, next one is and this is one of the most important ones, is the Sundarbans. Okay, what is it famous for? Yes, it is famous for its mangrove vegetation, right? And it is on the banks of river or on the deltas of the Ganges River. Okay, so if you're talking about the state, Sundarbans is in the West Bengal. Okay, and the biodiversity is predominantly mangrove forest. Okay, so what species are found here? Yes, we have the Bengal tiger, then we have the crocodile, then northern river terrapins, and olive ridley turtle. Apart from that, there is also Gangetic dolphin. Okay, so these are the important species found in Sundarbans. And which river drains Sundarbans? Yes, it is on the Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta. Okay, and what are the significance? Yes, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, Apart from that, it is a national park, it's a tiger reserve and wildlife sanctuary, and also a Ramsar site. Okay, so remember, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Don't forget about it. Okay, it's a natural site. In UNESCO, if you're talking about the UNESCO World Heritage Site, it has both cultural as well as natural site, as well as a mixed category. So this Sundarbans falls into the what natural category of UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay. Apart from that, it is a national park, a tiger reserve, a wildlife sanctuary, and Ramsar site. Clear? Okay. So these are the basic things you must know about Sundarban. So remember, it is in where? West Bengal, known for its mangrove forest ecosystem. Okay. Then we have Bengal tiger, Asturian crocodile, northern river terrapins, olive-reddish sea turtles, and Gangetic dolphins. And it is on the banks of what? Ganga and Brahmaputra, or on the deltas of what? Ganga and Brahmaputra. Okay. And it is what? UNESCO World Heritage Site, National Park, Tiger Reserve, Wildlife Sanctuary, and Ramsar Site. Clear? Okay. So now we'll see the location of Sundarbans. So where exactly is Sundarbans? So I told you it's on what? The Ganga Brahmaputra delta. So this area. So we have India here, Bangladesh here. So this is West Bengal. So you can see the capital, Kolkata here. And on the banks, this is the mouth of the Ganges. And here we have Brahmaputra as well. This is where we have what? The Sundarbans. Okay. And only a small part of it, like you can see, this is the border of India and Bangladesh. So only a small part, that is almost a third, or maybe a little more than a third, is what? Part of India. The rest is part of Bangladesh. Okay. So Sundarbans is spread across both India and Bangladesh. Yeah. Okay. So remember, where is it? It is at the mouth of Ganga in the state of West Bengal. Okay. And it is known for its mangrove forest. Okay. So the mangrove forest at Sundarbans is called the Sundari trees. Okay. That is why it is given the name Sundarbans. Ban means it's one. In Hindi, you call it one. Okay. That in Bengali, it's ban. Okay. So that is Sundarbans. That is a forest with Sundari trees. That is Sundarban. Okay. Here. Okay. Now, if you're moving on, next important protected area network is Manas. So where is Manas? Yes, it is in Assam. We all know that, right? Manas is in Assam. And what biodiversity is there? What kind of vegetation is found there? Yes, this is an interesting fact. We have what? Sub-Himalayan semi-evergreen forest, because what? It receives heavy rainfall. So we have what? Both sub-Himalayan as well as semi-evergreen forest. Okay. And we have what? Mixed deciduous as well as dry deciduous forest, and also low alluvial savanna. So we have grasslands such as savanna. Okay. Low alluvial, because of what? We have Brahmaputra, right? Or the Manas River, tributary of Brahmaputra, right? So we have alluvial soil as well as what? Assam semi-evergreen alluvial grasslands as well as semi-evergreen forests. Okay. And also moist deciduous as well as dry deciduous. Okay. So it is a mixed deciduous forest. Okay. We have deciduous forest as well as evergreen forest. Remember, and also grasslands. Simply. Okay. And if you're talking about the species, what species is predominantly found here? Yes, we have golden langur. Apart from that, we have pygmy hog, Bengal florican, and most importantly, the one-horned rhino. Okay, so there is golden langur, pygmy hog, Bengal florican, and one-horned rhino. So two places most importantly where one-horned rhino is found is the Kaziranga as well as the Manas National Park. Okay. And which river flows through this Manas National Park? It is the Manas River, which is a tributary of what? The Brahmaputra. Okay. And the mountains, we're talking about the mountains here. It is the Eastern Himalayas and the tribes. Okay. Most of the northeastern states have what? Significant tribal populations. So tribes found on the banks of Manas are Bodos. Okay. So, yes, that is why that area, there is actually Bodoland conflict, right? They are demanding for a Bodoland, a separate place called Bodoland from Assam. Okay, so there is a borderline territorial council and etc. that you will be learning in your learning for polity. Okay, so remember the location where the borders are there. It is in and around the Manas forest. That means they are in the Assam region. Okay, so what is the significance of this Manas? Yes, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a national park. It is a wildlife sanctuary. It is a tiger reserve and an elephant reserve, and also a biosphere reserve. Okay, apart from that, it is also an important bird area. Okay, so it has so much distinction, Manas. Okay, so we can also find what tigers here. Apart from one most important species of tigers, one horned rhino, Bengal florican, pygmy hawk. So both a pygmy hawk and Bengal florican are what critically endangered species. Apart from that, we have what golden langur. Okay, so remember, Manas is in Assam. Okay, and we have what distinct biodiversity there. Okay, apart from that, we have what the mountain ranges, and also the border tribes. Okay, so that is about Manas National Park or Manas Protected Area Network. Yeah. Okay. Next one, and the most important one, is Kaziranga. This is also found in Assam. Kaziranga is in Assam. And what kind of biodiversity is there? It is similar to Manas itself. So it is a part of Eastern Himalayan biodiversity hotspot. And also it is what on the banks of Brahmaputra. So we have what semi-evergreen forest. And since there is frequent flood, there is terai, duar or savannas in grassland. That means there is grassland as well as semi-evergreen forest. Similar to what? Manas. Okay. Now, if we're talking about the species found here, obviously there is one horned rhino, right? Then we have tigers. Then we have what? Gangetic dolphins, river dolphins. Okay. So, yes. So these are the important species found in Kaziranga. We have tigers and one horned rhino. Apart from that, we have what? The Ganges river dolphins. Okay. Then, which river flows through Kaziranga? Yes, it is the Brahmaputra. Okay. So, through Manas, it is the tributary of Brahmaputra, that is the Manas river. But through Kaziranga, Brahmaputra itself flows. Okay. So, every time there is flood on Brahmaputra, almost a major part of this Kaziranga sinks. And that is one of the greatest threats of what? One horned rhino. Okay. Apart from that, this time, that is whenever floods occur, all this one horned rhino migrates to one particular point. Okay. So that they can escape from the floods. So that is the peak time when poaching happens. Okay. So one horned rhinos are usually poached for what? Their horn. So it's called, it is actually said that it is a good aphrodisiac. That is why it is of high demand. Right. So people poach one horned rhino, especially during the floods of Brahmaputra. Okay. Here. So it's easy to remember. So remember, it's on the banks of Brahmaputra. So every year when Brahmaputra floods, the Kaziranga sinks, and it is a threat to what? One horned rhino population. Okay. And yes, if we're talking about the mountains here, this is also part of what? The Eastern Himalayan region. Right? And which tribes are found here? Yes, we have the missing tribe. Okay, missing tribe. So, see, if you're talking about the Northeast, the tribal population actually what overlap. Like, for example, if you're talking about Kaziranga, we can also have a small population borders as well. So there'll be overlap in regions. Okay, so they're not in isolation, but predominantly it is the missing tribes who stay in Kaziranga. Okay, then if you're talking about the significance, what is it known for? Yes, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? It is a national park. It is a tiger reserve. Okay, so this is the significance of what? Kaziranga. Okay, it is a national park as well as a tiger reserve. Clear? Okay, so we spoke about Kaziranga. It is, which state it is there? Assam. So, and what kind of biodiversity we find there? We have both evergreen forest as well as semi-evergreen forest as well as the grasslands. Okay, and predominantly we have tigers and one horned rhino population, above which we have what? The Ganges river dolphins. Okay, and which river flows through Kaziranga? It is the Brahmaputra. Okay. Then if you're talking the mountain ranges, it is part of what Eastern Himalayas, and the missing tribes are located in this Kaziranga. And it is also a national park, tiger reserve, as well as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Clear? Okay. So we'll just see the location. So if you're talking about what Manas Wildlife, so you can see this is the Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, and we have the Manas River flowing through what the Manas Wildlife. So this is the location of Manas. So that is towards the west, okay, west of Assam, and it is contiguous with what there is actually continuation of Manas in Bhutan. Okay, there is what wildlife sanctuary in Bhutan, which is in continuity with Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay. Then if we're talking about Kaziranga, it's here, almost in the center. Okay. So this is the location of Kaziranga, and you can see the Brahmaputra. This is the Brahmaputra, and it flows through Kaziranga. Okay. So this is the location of Kaziranga and Manas. Two important what national parks in Assam. Okay. So I'll just give you a location of Dibru Saikhowa. This is also important. Okay, just remember the location. Dibru Saikhowa is in Assam, and its location is there. Okay. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on. So we spoke about both Manas as well as Kaziranga, both of which are found in where? Assam. Okay. Next important one, which is repeatedly asked by UPSC, is Namdapha. Okay. Namdapha is one of the favorite national parks of UPSC. Okay. So where is it, Namdapha? It is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, it is in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. And what kind of biodiversity is found there? This is very important. Okay. We're talking about the biodiversity of Namdapha. We have tropical evergreen forest because it receives what? Heavy rainfall. So all the regions which receives heavy rainfall will have what? Evergreen forest. It's also called the rainforest. This is tropical evergreen forest or tropical rainforest. Okay. Apart from that, there is also what? Temperate broadleaf and coniferous forest, because there are high mountain ranges in Namdapha. So we have what? On the higher altitudes, we have temperate broadleaf and coniferous forest. Okay. And if you're going further higher, we have what? Alpine and Arctic vegetation. Okay. Apart from that, there is a distinction of bamboo forest. So many regions in Northeast have bamboo forest. Even Namdapha have bamboo forest. So Namdapha is actually a transition. So we have what both evergreen forest, from evergreen forest all the way to Arctic tundra vegetation we have where? In Namdapha. Okay. So we have all kinds of vegetation in Namdapha. Okay. Now what are the species? Distinct species found in Namdapha. Since Namdapha has so much different kinds of vegetation, we have different kinds of species also. Unique species found here. So one species which is found only here is the Namdapha flying squirrel. It's unique to this region. Okay. Another one is, since we have higher latitudes and higher altitudes, we have what? Snow leopards and also the clouded leopards. Okay. So these are some of the unique species found only in Namdapha. And which river flows through Namdapha? There's a river called Naodihing. So we know Dihing is a tributary of Brahmaputra, and Naodihing is a small tributary of Brahmaputra itself. So Naodihing flows through where? Namdapha. So you can imagine, like last session we studied about what the rivers of Brahmaputra. So you can just imagine, right? Where will this Brahmaputra, like this Dihing, the location of Dihing, right? So where would this Namdapha be? It would be somewhere around Dihing, right? So that means to the easternmost end of India. That is easternmost side of Arunachal Pradesh. So we'll see the location after this. Okay. So and what mountains are found here? Yes, this is actually between the Mishmi Hills and the Patkai range. So Patkaibam is part of what? Is the northeastern hills or the Purvanchal, and Mishmi is part of the eastern Himalayas. So this Namdapha is actually between these two. Okay. And that is why we have what? So many different kinds of vegetations here. And what tribes are found here? Yes, we have the Lisu tribes, we have Chakma tribes, Tangsa tribe, as well as the Singpho tribes. So 4 tribes are found there. Okay, we also have the Mishmi tribes. Lisu, Chitma, Chakma, Tansa, and Singpho. And what is its significance? Yes, it's obviously a national park. Okay. Then it is a tiger reserve. We can find the tigers also here. Okay. So these are the significance. Yeah. So you must remember it is found. Which state Namdapha is there? Arunachal Pradesh. What kind of forest? We have wide range of forest from, yes, we have from tropical evergreen forest to temperate forest, coniferous forest, as well as alpine and arctic vegetation. Okay. And species, important species are the Namdapha flying squirrel, snow leopard, and cloud leopard, apart from the tigers. Okay. Then the river is Naodhing, and it is between which hills? The Mishmi and the Patkai range. Patkai Bum as well as Mishmi Hills. Okay. And the tribes here as well as, remember, it is a national park as well as a tiger reserve, Namdapha. Clear? Okay. So if you're moving on, you can see the location. Where is Namdapha? See, it is here. See, it's near to the border of Myanmar. Okay. So that is the location of Namdapha. That is to the easternmost side of what Arunachal Pradesh, or southeastern side of Arunachal Pradesh. And since below that we have Nagaland, we have what here? We have the Patkai Bum ranges. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is the Namdapha Wildlife Sanctuary. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. Next important protected area network which UPSC loves is Neora Valley. Okay. So Neora Valley is, where is it located? Which state? You might think by hearing the name, it is the northeast, but it is in West Bengal. Okay. But almost to the side of northeast. It's not like the exactly the center of West Bengal, but it is at the what? Chicken Neck corridor, which we call it, like near Siliguri. It is there. It is in Darjeeling. Okay. Near Darjeeling, Neora Valley. Okay. So what kind of biodiversity would be found here? We have tropical vegetation, subtropical vegetation, subtemperate vegetation, as well as temperate forests. So all kind of forests will be found here. Okay. We don't have the Arctic or tundra type, but up to temperate we have. Okay. And what species? Yes, there is red panda, which is unique to this. Okay, there is also tiger population. Okay, which river flows to Neora Valley? This is important. Okay, talking about the river, Neora River itself flows through Neora Valley, but it is a tributary of who? Teesta. Okay, don't get confused, because since it is to the northeast side of West Bengal, we might think it is of a tributary of Brahmaputra, but it is not directly a tributary of Brahmaputra. Rather, it is a tributary of who? Teesta. Okay, Neora River is a tributary of Teesta. And it is part of what? Yes, Neora Valley is on the banks of this Neora River. Okay. And which mountain ranges are found here? Yes, it is on the Kalimpong Hills. Kalimpong Hills are part of the Eastern Himalayan Mountains, or maybe part of Nepal Himalayas. But Neora Valley is on Kalimpong Hills. Okay. And yes, which tribes would be found here? Yes, in the Sikkim region, we have predominantly Lepchas, Bhutias. Okay, these are the two tribes which will be found here. Okay, all, like, for example, not just Neora Valley, if you're talking about Kanchenjunga also, we have Lepchas and Bhutias. So most of the Sikkim region and to the south of Sikkim, we have Lepchas and Bhutia community. Okay, so this would be one easier way to remember. So you can just remember the range, the locations, the regions where these tribes will be found, and it will be easier for you to like understand, eliminate the options for prelims. Okay. And why is it significance? Why? I mean, what is its significance? Yes, it is a national park. Okay. The Neora Valley is a national park. Okay. So remember, it is in West Bengal. All kinds of vegetation is found here up to the temperate. From tropics to temperate, all vegetation are found here. Then we have the red panda, which is unique here. Okay. Then we have the river, that is Neora River, which is a tributary of Teesta, is flows through this national park. Then we have the Kalimpong Hills near this valley, Neora Valley. Then the tribal communities here is Lepchas and Bhutias. And it is significant because it is a national park. Clear? Clear? Okay, so that is Neora Valley. We just see the location of Neora Valley. So you can see here, this is the place where you can find Neora Valley. So this is West Bengal. So this up to here we have West Bengal. So this is Assam, and above here we have what, Sikkim. So Neora Valley is exactly here. You will see a detailed map. So it's almost close to what, Sikkim and Bhutan. So we have Bhutan almost at the neighborhood of what, Neora Valley, and top we have what, Sikkim. Okay, so that is why we have the Lepchas and Bhute community. Neora Valley, Africa. Okay, here. Okay, so next important what protected area network in the vicinity of Neora Valley is Kanchenjunga. So you can see it here in this picture itself. Kanchenjunga is on top here, right, in Sikkim. So yes, so this is one of the most important sites, not just for films perspective. If you're talking about what, when you're UNESCO World Heritage Site, also this is very important. So I'll just tell you about it. So which state does it belong to? Yes, Kanchenjunga belongs to Sikkim. Okay, it's in Sikkim. And what kind of biodiversity is found here? Yes, there are range of equivalents. That means different kinds of what, biodiversity, similar to the earlier ones. But tropics are not there. Okay, rather there is subtropical or vegetation, alpine tundra vegetation, as well as natural forests in different biomes. Okay, so Kanchenjunga is much more in higher altitudes, so we don't have tropical evergreen forest, but we have other higher latitude, higher altitude forests like subtropical, temperate forest. Okay, all those we have temperate coniferous forest, alpine tundra we have. Okay, so depending on the altitude, there'll be change in what, the vegetation. Okay, so yes, then the most important species found here is what, the red panda. Okay, and there is musk deer. Also, there is what, snow leopard. So higher altitudes means there will be what, snow leopards. Okay, then we also have the Himalayan Thar, because Kanchenjunga is way more higher than other national parks. So we have Himalayan Thar as well. Okay, here. Then which river passes through Kanchenjunga? Yes, important river in Sikkim, it is the Teesta. Okay, somewhere near Kanchenjunga itself is Teesta's origin. So Teesta flows through Kanchenjunga. Clear? Then if you're talking about the mountain ranges, it is in Himalayas itself. There is Kanchenjunga Hills. Okay, highest point in Sikkim. Then if you're talking about the tribes, I told you which tribes would be there in this region. Yes, there'll be Lepchas, there'll be Bhutias. Apart from this, there's also Nepalese tribe. Okay, and what is the significance? Yes, it is a national park and it is a UNESCO mixed World Heritage Site. There is only one mixed World Heritage Site. That means it is both a cultural site as well as a natural site, and there is only one in India, and that is Kanchenjunga. Okay, there's only one UNESCO mixed World Heritage Site in India, and that is Kanchenjunga. Clear? Apart from that, it is also a biosphere reserve. So this is the significance. So it's a national park, it is a UNESCO mixed World Heritage Site, and it is a biosphere reserve. Clear? That is Kanchenjunga. Remember the state, it is in Sikkim, and you can find all vegetation from subtropics to the above up to tundra vegetation. Then important species, we have red panda, musk deer, higher altitudes have what, snow leopards and Himalayan Thar. Okay, then river Teesta flows through this Kanchenjunga, and it is located on the mountains of Kanchenjunga itself. Then the communities here, the tribal population here is predominantly Lepchas, Bhutias, and the Nepalese tribes. Okay, apart from that, it is a national park, UNESCO World Mixed World Heritage Site, as well as a biosphere reserve. Clear? Okay. So you can see the location, we've already seen it earlier, but this part, that is to the northwestern part of Sikkim, we have the Kanchenjunga National Park. Yeah. So you can see it is almost near Nepal, right? That is why it has what? It is in the higher altitudes of Himalayas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll see a question which was asked previously by UPSC. So, which one of the following national parks has a climate that varies from tropical to subtropical to temperate and Arctic? All regions. Okay. So, you have Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi, Neera Valley, Namdapha. So, we've not seen Nanda Devi, the rest we have seen. Okay. So, which one do you think? The question is, which one of the following national parks has climate that varies from we have tropical to subtropical, temperate, as well as Arctic. So, if you're talking about Kanchenjunga National Park, which does it have tropical? No, it does not have. It starts from subtropical, right? So, you can eliminate this option. Okay, this is gone. Now, Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi is actually in Uttarakhand. So, we'll see that later on. But Uttarakhand means it's very high altitude. So, if it is at a higher altitude, will there be tropical vegetation or tropical climate? No, right? So, we can eliminate that as well. Okay. So, if you're talking about Neera Valley National Park, where is it? It is in West Bengal and it is almost to the southern part of Himalayas. That means, will it have Arctic climate, Neera Valley? No, it does not have Arctic climate. So, we can eliminate that as well. So, there's only one option, Namdapha, which is where in Arunachal Pradesh. And this has what? Both tropical, subtropical, temperate, and Arctic climate. Here, the answer is D, Namdapha. So, this is how you arrive at answers in UPSC. Here. Okay. Now, if I'm moving on, next important one is snow creek. So, before that, we'll have just a quick revision of all what we have learned here. Okay. So, which ones did we learn? Yes, we started with the ones in Odisha. So, first one we spoke about Bidarkanika, which is on the mouth of Brahmani, Baidarani, and Dhamra, right? Yes, and it is a national park, wildlife sanctuary, Ramsar site, as well as important bird area. And we have predominantly what crocodile species and olive ridley turtle. It is also have second largest mangrove forest in India. Okay. Then we spoke about Simlipal in Odisha. Right, it is also a tiger reserve, biosphere reserve, and national park. And it has predominantly what tiger, elephant, and crocodile species. Okay, then we have the Ho Santal tribes. That means it is to what near the Jharkhand region, northern Odisha, northwest Odisha. Okay, and it's part of eastern Himalayas. Then we spoke about Sundarbans. Sundarbans is in West Bengal at the mouth of the Ganges Brahmaputra Delta. Okay, and it is known for its what? Mangrove forest. So it is a World Heritage Site, natural site, so national park, wildlife sanctuary, as well as a Ramsar site. Okay. Then we spoke the ones in Assam. Two important ones in Assam. It is the Manas as well as Kaziranga. Both of them have what? High population of one-horned rhinos. Okay. Apart from that, Manas has what? Manas River, and important species include tigers, one-horned rhino, Bengal florican, and golden rangoon, and we have border community near Manas. Okay, and if we're talking about Kaziranga, we have what? Yes, it is predominantly we have one-horned rhino and we have Bengal tigers as well as the Gangetic dolphins. Okay, then we have Brahmaputra flowing through what? Kaziranga. Manas River is flowing through Manas National Park, and which is a tributary of Brahmaputra. And through Kaziranga, we have what? The Brahmaputra. Yeah. Okay. Then we spoke about the one in Arunachal Pradesh, that is Namdapha. This is one of the most favorite ones of UPSC. This is in Arunachal Pradesh, and it is what kind of forest does it have? It has all kinds of forest, from tropical evergreen forest to temperate alpine temperate coniferous forest, as well as alpine vegetation and tundra. Okay. Alpine Arctic or alpine tundra vegetation. Then we have the Namdapha flying squirrel, which is only found there, and as well as snow leopard and clouded leopards. Okay. Then yes, it is also between the Mishmi Hills and the Patkai region, and it is a national park as well as a tiger reserve. Okay. Then we spoke about Neera Valley, which is near Sikkim in West Bengal, and we can find the Lectures and Bhutia communities there. It is a national park, as well as we have Neora river flowing through it, which is part of what? Which is a tributary of Teesta. Okay. And if you're talking about Kanchenjunga, we have what? Is it in Sikkim? Okay, we also have Lepchas and Bhutias and Nepalese communities there. There's a national park, UNESCO mixed heritage site, as well as a biosphere reserve. And we have Teesta River flowing through it. Apart from that, since it has high altitudes, we have snow leopards as well as Himalayan Thar. Okay, clear? Next, we are going to talk about No Creek. So No Creek is, where is No Creek? Which states? This one is also in the northeast. So we have No Creek is in Meghalaya. Okay, so No Creek is in Meghalaya. And yes, what kind of biodiversity is found there? We have sub-mountain semi-evergreen forest because Meghalaya has high rainfall. That means we can have evergreen forest. Regions of high rainfall have what? Evergreen forest. And yes, patch of moist. So based on precipitation, that is varying precipitation, there will be change in the forest types. For example, if there is high extreme precipitation, that is high rainfall regions, such as Kerala or Meghalaya, these regions have what? Evergreen forest, right? Tropical evergreen forest, and also what? Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And if you're going further, like somewhere inside, okay, like where the precipitation just slightly decreases, we have what? Moist deciduous forest. Okay, so if you're going to the higher latitudes of Western Ghats, we have what? Moist deciduous forest. And when the precipitation further decreases, we have what? Dry deciduous forest. Like for example, Mysore tableland. That region we have what? Moist deciduous forest. So it's based on the precipitation. Again, if you're going to the drier regions, we have what? Like for example, Tamil Nadu coast, we have dry evergreen green forest. Okay. Again, if there is very, very less rainfall, that is less than 50 mm of rainfall, we have what? We have thorny forest. Okay, like in Rajasthan. Okay. That is what the vegetation varies. Okay. Yes. So here in No Creek, we have what? Evergreen forest and patches of moist deciduous forest, and a narrow fringe of what? Evergreen and semi-evergreen forest. We have all. Okay, so what species is predominantly found here? No Creek is known for elephants. Okay, so Meghalaya region is known for elephants. Not just Snow Creek, there is another national park in Meghalaya called Balpakram. There also we can find Asian elephants. Okay, so it is part of elephant conservation sites or elephant reserves. Okay, No Creek and this Asian this Balpakram. Okay, apart from that, we have Pulau gibbon. It's an ape species, Pulau gibbon, that is also found in No Creek. Okay, and which river flows through No Creek? Yes, there's a Simsang river. It's not that important, but just remember it's a Simsang river. Okay, and this is important. How many mountain ranges we have in Meghalaya? Yes, we have Garo, Khasi, and Jayantia. 3 types of hills, right? 3 mountain ranges in Meghalaya. So this No Creek is part of the Garo Hills. Okay. So which tribes would be here in Garo Hills? Yes, the Garo tribes. Easy, no? So No Creek is in the western part of Meghalaya. So there is Garo Hills. That means we can find Garo tribals there. Okay. And why is it significant? It is a national park. It is a biosphere reserve, and it is a part of UNESCO Marine Biosphere Program. Okay, so No Creek is a biosphere reserve. So in India, there are there are biosphere reserves which are part of Marine Biosphere Program as well as which are not part. Like for example, it is declared by the government. So I think there are around 11 ones which are part of Marine Biosphere. I think now it's period 12. Like last one was Panna. So now there are 12 which are part of Marine Biosphere Program. Okay, and it is also an important bird area. Okay, so that is No Creek. Remember the state where it is in Meghalaya, and it is known for the elephant population. And it is in Garo Hills, and we can find Garo tribes here. And remember, it is a biosphere reserve. Clear? Okay. So you can see the location of Nokrik, it's here. So this is Meghalaya. So on top we have Assam. This part is Bangladesh. Okay, you can see like this. This is what, Meghalaya. So there is Garo Hills here, Khasi Hills here, Jaintia Hills here, and it is almost at the center of the Garo Hills, Nokrik. Okay, here. Okay. So that is the one in Meghalaya. Next one is the famous Cable Lamjao. Okay. So we're trying to cover all the ones in Northeast. So where is Cable Lamjao? We spoke about this in the last, I think, a few sessions before. Where is it? Which state? Yes, it is in Manipur. Okay. And what is it famous for? Yet it is the only floating national park in the world. Okay. That is why it is distinct. Okay. It is the only floating national park in the world. And there is a Loktak lake there. Okay. So I'll talk about it. So what kind of biodiversity is found here? We have moist semi-evergreen forest here. And apart from that, aquatic wetland and terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, this is also part of Ramsar site. So the species found here, yes, one famous species. Yes, there are pumdis. There are what, floating national park. Right? So which species is found here? It is a Sangai deer or the dancing deer. It's also called the dancing deer. Sangai deer is found in Cable Lamjao National Park. Okay. And which river flows through this? Yes, we have the Manipur River or the Imphal River. Okay. And we have the famous Loktak Lake on its bank. Okay, Cable Lamjao Park. And which tribe is found in this vicinity? We have the Methi tribes. Okay, which is part of Manipur. Okay, so we have Methi tribal communities here. And its significance include, yes, it is the only floating national park in the world. Apart from that, it is a Ramsar site and also it is a part of Montreux's record. Okay, so there are only 2 sites in Montreux's record. So Montreux's record is a subcategory of Ramsar sites. Okay, so earlier there were 3, but now there are only 2. That is, we have Cable Lamjao and Keoladeo Khana. Keoladeo Khana is in Rajasthan. So we see that next. But from the northeast, it is Cable Lamjao. And from the west, that is Rajasthan. We have what? Keoladeo Khana. Earlier, Chilka Lake was also part of this Montreux's record, but then it was removed. Okay. That means this region is highly threatened with what? Degradation. That is why it is put into Montreux's record category. Okay. So that is it about Cable Lamjao. So remember the location, it is in Manipur and we have what? Loktak Lake. So don't get confused with the states of Northeast. Okay. You must clearly know the states of Northeast. Draw the map and study and mark all these locations. Okay. Just make one single map and mark all these protected area networks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have more semi-evergreen forest here. Okay. And we also have the Sangai deer and the river, that is Imphal River or Manipur River passing through this. And also we have Loktak Lake. Okay. And yes, it is also an important bird area. All the wetlands would be important. Most of the wetlands would be part of important bird area. So you can see this is Manipur and this Cable Lamjao is correct at the center. This Cable Lamjao. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next one is Keoladeo Khana. So I told you where is Keoladeo Khana? It is in Rajasthan. Okay, this is biodiversity. Yes, Rajasthan means it will be more of dry. So that is dry deciduous forest intermixed with dry grassland or thorny forest. Okay. And which species is found here? There is nilgai, blackbuck, as well as Siberian crane. Siberian crane is critically endangered. And blackbuck, yes, this region is the Bishnoi community, which was Salman. There was a case with Salman Khan. Yes, the actor Salman Khan. He killed one blackbuck, and there was a case on the court, and he went to jail because of that. So, because there's a community called Bishnoi community who actually protects this blackbuck species. Okay, and they fought in the court. Okay, so yes, which river passes through Keoladeo Khana? There's a Gambhir River and Banganga. Okay, it's not that important. But the tribes here, so we have the Meena tribes as well as the Bill tribes. Apart from that, we have what? Yes, the ones that told. Okay. So what is the significance? Yes, it is a Ramsar site. So I told you two Ramsar sites, which is in Monterey Record, one in the east, that is Manipur, Loktak, Kilode Khan, Cable Lamjau National Park, and one in the west, that is Kilode Khana. East, Cable Lamjau, west, Kilode Khana. Okay, don't get confused. Both are case. Then we have what Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. So Kilode Khana is part of, Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, they coexist. Okay. On one side there is Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, and on the other side there is Kilode Khana National Park. And it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And also a national park. Okay. So you can see the location. This is the location of what? Kilode Khana National Park. Okay. Okay. Next important one is Nanda Devi or the Valley of Flowers National Park. Was exactly two distinct one, but it's in the close vicinity. So where is it? I told you earlier. We did a question, right? It is in Uttarakhand. Okay, so that means it is in a very high altitude. Right. So what biodiversity would be found here? Yes, it is known for its meadows of endemic alpine flowers and a variety of flora. So you can just take a picture of this a valley of flowers and just see it. Just Google it, you'll get it. It's so beautiful, and you have like so many distinct varieties of flowers. So there is something called rhododendrons. All these species of flowers will be found there. Okay, Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers. The name of the national park is itself Valley of Flowers National Park. Okay. And yes, what species is found here? Yes, we have black bear, snow leopard, musk deer, and brown bear. So you can see the different species, change in species. Higher altitude means we can see snow leopards. To the west, we can see what? Black bear and brown bear. See that the change in species, the change in vegetation, the change in region, right? Then which it is part of what? Yes, Uttarakhand Himalayas, or a transition between Jaskar and Great Himalayas. That is, Jaskar is part of what? Trans Himalayas and Great Himalayas. So it is between this. Okay, the Nanda Devi and Valley of Flower National Park. And what is its significance? Yes, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is a biosphere reserve. It is a national park, as well as it is an important bird area. So it is a part of UNESCO Man and Biosphere Program. It is a biosphere reserve. Clear? Okay, the first biosphere reserve as a part of Man and Biosphere Program was Nilgiris. Then later on, these were added, and the latest one is Panna. Okay, Panna Biosphere Reserve. So that is Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Park. So it is in which state? Uttarakhand, and it is at the higher altitudes. It's known for its flower, rhododendron. Okay, and we can see the species, the important species of snow leopard, Asian blackbuck, musk deer, brown bear, and it is between what? Jaskar and Great Himalayas. Okay, and remember, it is a part of UNESCO Man and Biosphere Program. It is a biosphere reserve and national park and important bird area. Clear? So you can see the location here. This is the Valley of Flowers National Park, and Nanda Devi is here. Okay, so it's almost close to the border of China, that is Tibetan region. So it's so high. Okay, clear? The next one, okay, we'll see a question before that. Which one of the following national parks lies completely in temperate alpine zone? Okay, so this kind of question is UPC's favorite. So we have Manas National Park, Namdapha, Neora Valley, Valley of Flowers. So you can see the repetition of the options, right? Same options were there in the last question. There is UPC keeps on repeating the options. So you can see Manas National Park, completely temperate. No, Manas does not have temperate. This where in the we have Samana region, tropical evergreen forest. So Manas is not there. You can eliminate this. Namdapha, there is temperate, but we have other forests. It's not completely in temperate alpine zone. So we can eliminate that as well. Neora Valley, again, this is not completely in temperate alpine zone. So we can eliminate that as well. It's in West Bengal region. So by the location, we can understand. It's not in very much higher altitudes, right? That means it wouldn't be in completely temperate alpine zone, right? Then finally, we have just one option, Valley of Flowers National Park, which is the right answer. Yeah. Okay. So that is Valley of Flower National Park. Okay. Next important one is Corbett. Corbett is a tiger reserve, a famous tiger reserve, one of the most initial ones, and it is in Uttarakhand. Okay. Corbett Tiger Reserve is in Uttarakhand. And which river flows through this? Yes, we have Ramganga, which is at the western border, and River Koshi. So this was also asked. Ramganga was asked, like it was kind of match the following question. Corbett, Ramganga, something like that. Okay, this was also asked. And biodiversity, we're talking about the biodiversity. Okay, so we'll see the picture of Corbett. It is not as high as what the Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers. It is somewhere to the lower reaches of Uttarakhand. So we have dense, moist deciduous forest. Deciduous forest, maybe sal and people. Okay. It does not have what temperate forest, but rather it is moist deciduous forest. Okay. So what species is found here? As I told you, it's a tiger reserve, so Bengal tiger is found here. And it is part of which mountains? Yes, it is part of Nainital and Patli Dun Valley. It's almost the valley side. Okay. And which tribes are found here? There are Chunere tribes, Boksas. These are two important tribes here. Chunere. Not that important, okay? And it is a national park as well as a tiger reserve. Okay, remember it is in Uttarakhand and it is a national park as well as tiger reserve, and Bengal tigers are found here. The river Ramganga, okay, flows through this, as well as Koshi. These are the two bordering rivers of Corbett. Okay. And the biodiversity here is mostly what? Moist deciduous, okay, and dry deciduous. So you can see the location. So we had Valley of Flowers and this Nanda Devi here at the top near China border. Corbett is here near UP, towards UP. Okay. So that is why it does not have a temperate climate. Clear? Okay. Next one. Okay, so till now what we have studied, we'll just have a quick revision before we continue. So we revised Kanchenjunga. Then we spoke about what No Creek. Right, No Creek is in Meghalaya and on the Garo Hills. So we have the Garo tribes here. Then, okay. Apart from that, it is known for the elephant population and Hula gibbon. So it is a biosphere reserve. It is part of what UNESCO Marine Biosphere program. Okay. And yes, then we have spoke about the Cable Lamjao. Cable Lamjao is where in Manipur. Yes, why is it known for? It is the only floating national park in the world, and it is also part of what Ramsar site as well as the Montreux record. Yes, we have the Meitei population there, and the species, most important species found there is the Sangai deer or the dancing deer. Okay, and yes, we have the Loktak Lake and also the Imphal River or the Manipur River passing through. Okay, and then we have what on the west, Rajasthan. So from east, we went directly to the west, Rajasthan. Rajasthan region, we have what? Yes, the Kheladea Ghana National Park. Okay, so this is another site in Montreux record. Okay, so two cases, one in the east, one in the west. Okay, Cable Lamjao in the east in Manipur, and west there is what? Yes, Kheladea Ghana in Rajasthan. Okay. And yes, we have Meena Bill communities there, as well as species of Nilkai blackbuck and Siberian, as well as Bishnoi community. Okay, clear. Then we came to Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, we have two important ones, that is Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Park, as well as what? The Corbett National Park. Okay, so Nanda Devi is in the higher altitude and Valley of Flower National Park, and it is what? A biosphere reserve as well. Nanda Devi is a biosphere reserve and Valley of Flowers is a national park. Okay, and it is a transition zone between what? Jaskar and Greater Himalaya. And since it is at a higher altitude, we have species such as what? Snow leopard. Okay. Then another national park in or tiger reserve in what? Uttarakhand is Corbett. It is towards the south of Uttarakhand near UP. That is why the vegetation there is different. That means it has more what? Moist deciduous and dry deciduous forest. Okay, deciduous forest. And we have the Ramganga and Koshi river flowing through it. Okay. And we have what? It is a national park as well as a tiger reserve. Okay. So that is what all the national parks and this in the north and northeast. Now we are coming to the south. The three important ones in the south we'll be learning in this part. So the first one is the Mudumalai. Okay. So where is Mudumalai? Which state? It is in Tamil Nadu. As a name, you can understand by the name Mudumalai. It is in Tamil Nadu. Okay. And which river flows through Mudumalai? It is the Moya River. Okay, this is important. Remember this river, Moya River. We'll be learning it about it again also. Okay. So what kind of biodiversity? Yes, I told you to the south, we have what more tropical deciduous forest, moist deciduous forest, and dry deciduous forest. Okay, since it is not on the west side of the Western Ghats, since it is on the east side of Western Ghats, we have what? Moist deciduous and dry deciduous. If it was on the west side, that means it will receive higher rainfall. That means they will have what? Evergreen forest. But since it is on the east side, we have what? Moist deciduous and dry deciduous forest. And also a part of it is a thorny forest. Okay. So what species are predominantly found here? Yes, we have tiger, we have elephants, and leopard. Okay. So if you're coming to the south or central, we have more of leopard species. Okay. And it is part of which mountains? Yes, the Nilgiris or the Western Ghats. Mudumalai is part of the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve as well as the Western Ghats. Okay. And which tribes are found here? So we must know the important tribes in Tamil Nadu are found here. So there is Kurumbas, Thodas, Khotas, and Katunayaks. These are the tribes found here. So these are the important tribes in Tamil Nadu, especially in the Nilgiris mountains. And what is it known as? It's a national park as well as a tiger reserve. And it is a wildlife sanctuary as well. And it is part of what UNESCO Natural World Heritage Site. That means it is part of Western Ghats. That is why it is part of the World Heritage Site, as well as it was part of what? The Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. Okay, so this is the significance of Mudumalai. So remember, the Moya River is flowing through it. It is in Tamil Nadu. Okay, and what kind of forest is found here? It is moist deciduous, dry deciduous, and thorny forest. We have the tiger, elephant, and Indian leopard here. And it is on the mountain edges of both Nilgiris and Western Ghats. Okay, the tribes here are Kurumbas, Thodas, Khotas, and Katunayaks. Okay, the Thoda community is very important. Okay, so we have Thoda embroidery, which are part of what? GI tags. Okay, so you should know about Thodas. Then the significance. It is a national park, tiger reserve, wildlife sanctuary, and UNESCO World Heritage Site, as well as a part of Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. Okay. Yes. So yeah, as you can see the location of Mudumalai. So it's here. It's actually almost near Kerala border. Okay. So it's on the Western Ghats side, eastern part of Western Ghats, eastern slope of Western Ghats. Okay. So yes, that is Mudumalai. Okay. So yes, we also spoke about Moya River. Okay. Next important one is the Silent Valley. This is also a favorite of UPSC, Silent Valley. Which state? Silent Valley? Yes, it is in Kerala. Okay. So it is in Kerala. Which river passes through this? It is the Kunti River. So remember this, Kunti River. Okay. And what kind of biodiversity? So Silent Valley means it is in Kerala. That means it is on the western side of Western Ghats. That means it has high precipitation. So that means it has what? Mountain rainforest or evergreen forest. Tropical moist evergreen forest. Clear? And tropical evergreen rainforest. Okay. So what kind of species is found here? All the species on unique species of Nilgiris would be found here, especially the lion-tailed macaque. This is the most significant and distinct species found in the Silent Valley. That is the lion-tailed macaque. Okay. And there is, apart from this, there is Nilgiri rangur, Malabar giant squirrel, as well as the Nilgiri thar. Okay, it's a goat species, Nilgiri thar. These are found where? In Silent Valley. Then which mountains? Yes, we all know this Western Ghats or Nilgiris. Then tribes here, we have Mudugar, Irula, and Kurumbar. Okay. These are the important tribes in Kerala. So we have Mudugar, Irula, and Kurumbar. Okay. And what is its significance? It is a national park, as well as part of what? Yes, it's a UNESCO Natural World Heritage Site as well as a biosphere reserve. Part of Nilgiri's biosphere reserve. That is Silent Valley. Remember, it is in the state of Kerala and Kunti River flows through it. We have unique species such as what? Lion-tailed macaque, Nilgiri langur, Malabar giant squirrel as well as Nilgiri thar. Okay. And also, yes, it is part of what? The Nilgiris or the Western Ghats. Okay, remember the tribes names Mudugar, Irula, and Kurumbar. Okay, and also it is a national park, World Heritage Site as well as a biosphere as part of Nilgiri's biosphere reserve. Okay, and the vegetation here is predominantly evergreen forest. Yeah, that is Silent Valley. Okay, next one in the south is, so you can see the yes, it is in Kerala, so it's almost near what? Tamil Nadu. So we had Mudumalai here, almost near Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, and Silent Valley in Kerala, near to the Tamil Nadu. Okay, but it is on the western slope of Western Ghats, and Mudumalai is on the eastern slope of Western Ghats. Okay, clear? Next one is in Nagarhole. This is in where? Karnataka. So we studied Mudumalai in Tamil Nadu. This one? Silent Valley in Kerala and one in Karnataka, that is Nagarhole. Okay, so which river passed through this Nagarhole? Yes, we have the Kaveri, Kabini, as well as Lakshmana Tirtha, which are tributaries of Kaveri. Okay, so we have the Kabini river as well as the Lakshmana Tirtha. And remember, this is also near to Talakaveri, the origin of Kaveri. Okay, Nagarhole. Next, what kind of biodiversity? Yes, it is not at the region of heavy rainfall. So we have what? Most deciduous forest, especially with teak and rosewood. Okay. And what kind of species? Yes, the tiger is there. The leopards are there. Deer and elephant. Okay. As well as what? We have critically endangered oriental whiteback vulture. So vulture species would be found in some of these regions. Okay. So regions of like dry deciduous forest, we have the vulture species. And it is part of who? The Brahmagiri Hills. Okay, Brahmagiri Hills of Western Ghats, this Nagarhole is part of. And that is on Brahmagiri Hills, we have also Talakaveri, the origin of what? The Kaveri. Okay. And which tribes are found here? There is Jenu Kurumbas. Okay, Jenu Kurumbas are tribes found there. And what significance includes? It's a national park, it's a tiger reserve, it's a UNESCO Natural World Heritage Site, as well as it's a Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, part of Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve. Here. Okay. So that is Nagarhole. So remember, it is in Karnataka, and Kabini and Lakshmana Tirtha flow through it. And it is on what? Brahmagiri Hills. Okay. Yeah. So you can see the location. It's here. It's almost at the tri-junction. Okay, so Tamil Nadu is here, Kerala is here, it's somewhere here. This part we have what? The Nagarhole. Okay, here. So almost there is overlap. So with that, we have discussed all the important repeated places asked by UPSC. So last 3 ones we spoke about were Mudumalai, Silent Valley, and Nagarhole. So Mudumalai is in Tamil Nadu, and we have the Moya River passing through it. Okay, it's actually bordering it. Okay, and what kind of forest is found here? It is moist and dry deciduous forest, and some thorny forest as well. Okay, then we have the tiger, a leopard, and elephant species, and it is part of Western Ghats and Nilgiris. Then we have the tribes of Tamil Nadu: Kurumbas, Todas, Kotas, and Katanayakas, and also it is a national park, tiger reserve, wildlife sanctuary, as well as part of Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve. Okay. Then we spoke about the Silent Valley. It is in Kerala, and it is Kunti River actually flows through it. Okay. Then yes, since it is on the western side of Western Ghats, we have what? Yes, evergreen forest. Okay, tropical rainforest or tropical evergreen forest, and we have unique species such as what? Nilgiri thar, lion-tailed macaque. Okay, then Nilgiri langur and Malabar giant squirrel. Okay, it is part of Western Ghats as well as Nilgiris. And we have tribals such as Mudugar, Irula, and Kurumbar. Okay, these are tribes also found in Kerala. And it is also National Park and part of Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. Okay. Next is Nagarhole, which is almost at the origin of Kaveri. So you have two rivers flowing through it. It is Lakshmatirtha and Kabini, which are tributaries of what? Kaveri. Okay. And it is in the state of Karnataka, and we find moist deciduous forest. Okay. So that means there is decrease in precipitation here compared to Kerala region. Okay. And we have what tiger, leopard, elephant, etc. Apart from that, we have what the vulture species, that is Oriental white-backed vulture, Oriental white-backed vulture. Okay, this critically endangered species, and it is on Brahmagiri Hills. Okay, and also it is a national park. Okay, then okay. So with that, we have discussed all the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries and tiger reserves repeated by UPSC several times. Okay. Now, another important area obsessed by UPSC is the Western Ghats and Northeast. Okay. So, some of the regions in the Northeast as well as Western Ghats are repeatedly asked by UPSC. So we'll just see those now. So, if you're talking about Western Ghats specific species, so we have Bandipur, Agasthyamala, Satyamangalam, Papikonda, Mudumalai, Nagarhole, and Silent Valley. Okay, so the last three ones we have already discussed. This we'll be discussing again. Okay, so there is a Western Ghats obsession for what UPSC. So we'll be also seeing Bandipur, Agasthyamala, Satyamangalam, as well as Papikonda. Okay, so if you're talking about Bandipur, where is it? Again, it is in Karnataka. Okay, and which river passes through Bandipur? It is Kabini on the north, as well as Moyar. Okay, so in the south of Bandipur, there is Moyar, and Moyar is what divides Bandipur and Mudumalai. So there is Moyar river flowing, and on top we have Bandipur, and on the south we have what? The Mudumalai. Okay, and Kabini is in the north of Bandipur. Okay. If you're talking about the biodiversity, we have what? Dry deciduous forest as well as moist deciduous forest and shrublands. Okay. Apart from that, yes, species, we have tiger, leopard, deer, and elephants. Okay. So this Bandipur is very important, especially because the Prime Minister has visited Bandipur as its 50th as part of like 50 years of Project Tiger and 50 years of establishment of Bandipur. Okay, so our Prime Minister had visited Bandipur Tiger Reserve. So that is why it is very important for films. Okay, and yes, it's almost 50 years since Bandipur has been established in 1973. And it was one of the first tiger reserves established as a part of what? Project Tiger. Okay. And there has been significant increase in tigers population in Bandipur as well. Okay. And it is part of which mountain ranges? It is part of Western Ghats. And what tribes are found here? We have Soliga tribes and Kurumba tribes as well as Jenu tribes. Okay. And also the Betu Kurumba tribes. Beta Kurumba. Okay. And what is its significance? Yes, it is a national park. It is a tiger reserve. It is a part of UNESCO National World Heritage Site and as well as part of what? Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. Okay. That is Bandipur. So remember the rivers passing through it, Kabini as well as Moyar. And yes, it is important tiger reserve. Okay. And it is in the state of Karnataka. It's part of Western Ghats as well. Okay. So you can see here. So this is Bandipur. So this is Tamil Nadu. So you have what? Mudumalai here. Okay. And this is Kerala. So Kerala side has what? Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. And this whole thing is Bandipur. Okay. So you can see it is on the southern part of, it's actually a tri-junction of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay. That is the exact location of Bandipur. Okay. So on one side we have Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, that is Kerala side. On Tamil Nadu side we have what? The Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary. And Karnataka we have what? Bandipur Tiger Reserve. Clear? Okay. So we'll see one question asked by UPSC previously. So consider the following areas: Bandipur, Bidar-Kanniga, Manas, Sundarbans. Which of the above are tiger reserves? That is the question. A 1 and 2 only, B 1, 3 and 4, C 2, 3 and 4, D 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know Bandipur. Yes, it is one of the first tiger reserves. So 1 is correct. So you can eliminate an option without 1. Okay. Bidar-Kanniga, we are not sure. Manas, yes, it is a tiger reserve. Sundarbans, yes, it is a tiger reserve. So both 3 and 4 are right. So you can eliminate this option also. So 2 options left. So if you're talking about Bidar-Kanniga is not a tiger reserve. Okay. It's almost on the banks of what? Odisha. That is like towards the coast, and it's predominantly known for its crocodile species. So it is not a tiger reserve. It's not yet a tiger reserve. The answer is actually B. Okay. So even if you reach at like eliminate 2 options and just have 2 options left, you must try attempting those questions for prelims. Okay. Only then you'll have higher chances of clearing the prelims. Okay. You must take the calculative guess. Okay. Oh. Next is Agastya Mala. Okay. Talking about Agastya Mala, it's also called Agastya Kudam. Which state? Yes, it is in Kerala. Okay. And some part of it is in Tamil Nadu as well. Okay. And it is the southernmost part of Western Ghats. And which river passes through it? There is a Tamirabarani river as well as what? The Neyyar river passing through it. So both Tamirabarani as well as Neyyar river is passing through what? Agastya Mala. And what kind of biodiversity is found here? Yes, we have the tropical wet evergreen forest. Okay. So I told you towards what the Kerala side we have what? Evergreen forest. And some moist deciduous forest also. And one significant forest found here is the Shola forest. Okay. Many parts of our Western Ghats, that is on the topmost part of Western Ghats, we have what? Shola forest, and Agastya Kudam or Agastya Kudam peak is there. This is the second highest peak in south after what? Anamudi. Okay. So which is part of Agastya Mala. And the mountain ranges, it is part of what? Western Ghats, that is southernmost part of Western Ghats. And the tribes here, this is important, the Kani tribes. Okay. So, Kani tribes are very, very important because it has been frequently in news, mainly because of what? This Agastya Mala or Agastya Kudam, people are not supposed to go there. The public, there is restriction for public, and it is open for trek only once in the whole of a year. That is only in January they open it for treks. And Kani tribes actually protect these forests like anything. Okay. Remember the tribes at Agastya Mala, that is Kani tribes. And its significance include, yes, it is a UNESCO National World Heritage Site and also Biosphere Reserve. Remember, this is not part of Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve. This is a different Biosphere Reserve. That is Agastya Mala Biosphere Reserve. So this is distinctly part of what? Another Biosphere Reserve, which is part of the Ban Biosphere Program. Okay. Remember, Agastya Kudam is not part of what? The Nilgiri's Biosphere Reserve. It is a different Biosphere Reserve. Okay. And we have the Tamirabarani and Neyyar river flowing through it. Remember, it is in both in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And we have the Kani tribes here. Okay. So you can see this location here. It's at the southernmost end. So we have Kerala here, Tamil Nadu. It's spread across Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Clear? Okay. Okay. So I'll just take a 2 minutes break. So the next important one is the Satyamangalam. Satyamangalam is also UPSC's favorite. Okay. UPSC has asked about Satyamangalam several times. Okay. So I just want to include in this what Western Ghats operation. But so where is Satyamangalam? It is in Tamil Nadu. Okay. In the Nilgiris region. And which river passes through it? It's the river Bhavani. Okay. So Satyamangalam, it is the river Bhavani. Okay. Then what kind of biodiversity is here? Yes, I told you in the eastern part of Western Ghats, what kind of biodiversity is it? Yes, it is dry deciduous, tropical dry deciduous forest. Okay. What type of species? Yes, we have the Bengal tiger, black buck, four-horn antelope, and elephant. Okay, and it is part of what? This is one most important thing of Satyamangala. It is at the junction between whom? Western and Eastern Ghats. Although it is part of Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve, this is at the junction of what? Western and Eastern Ghats, Satyamangala. Okay. And tribes here are Soliga, Irula. Okay. And its significance includes a national park, a tiger reserve, as well as wildlife sanctuary, and also part of what? UNESCO National World Heritage Site and Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. Here. So remember the Satyamangalam, it is at the junction between the western and eastern Ghats. And we also have what? The river Bhavani passing through it. Remember this in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so you can just see the location. It's here. Okay, so we have Mudumalai here. It's here. Nagagupalli is on the top. Mudumalai is here. Bandipur is here. It's somewhat to the eastern side. Okay, so that is Satyamangalam. This is the junction of western and eastern Ghats. Remember this point. Okay, for sure. Next important one is Papikonda. Okay, so this also has been a favorite of UPSC. Which state? So till now in the south, we have studied Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. Papikonda is in Andhra Pradesh. Although it is in south, it is little more higher. It is in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, which river passes through Papikonda? It is on the banks of Godavari. Okay, in Andhra Pradesh, on the banks of Godavari, we have who? The Papikonda. Okay, and we have what? The moist and dry deciduous forest in Papikonda. It is known for the Bengal tiger, water buffaloes, and grey langurs. Okay, and yes, we have Papikonda Hills, which is part of what? Eastern Ghats. So, rest of the national parks we have learned mostly was in Western Ghats. Papikonda is in the Eastern Ghats. Okay, and its significance is that it's a national park as well as tiger reserve as well as a wildlife sanctuary. Clear? Okay. So these are the important ones in Western Ghats or the southern part. Okay. So we have what? We looked into Bandipur. Yes, Bandipur is where? In Karnataka, and it is a national park, tiger reserve, and part of what? Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay, and we have Kabini as well as Moya River passing through, bordering it actually. Okay, then we spoke about Agasthyarkudam. It is a southernmost part of what? Western Ghats and the second highest peak in South India. Okay, we have the Kani tribes there, and it is a biosphere reserve which is not a part of Nilgiris but a different biosphere reserve, and it is Agasthyarkudam Biosphere Reserve is part of Man and Biosphere Program of UNESCO. Okay, then we have the Tamrabarni and Neyar River flowing through it. Okay, and it is also part of what? Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala together. Okay, then we Satyamangalam, we spoke about Satyamangalam. It is a junction of what? Western and Eastern Ghats in Tamil Nadu at Nilgiris. Okay, and yes, it is part of Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. It is a national park, tiger reserve, and wildlife sanctuary. Okay, then the last one we spoke about is Papikonda. That is Papikonda. Yes, it is in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, on the banks of Godavari. It's a moist and dry deciduous forest is there, and yes, we have the Papikonda Hills, which is part of East. This is only when we studied in the Eastern Ghats. Okay, Papikonda, and it is in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, this is National Park, tiger reserve, and wildlife sanctuary. Clear? Now we'll see. Yeah, you can see the location of Papikonda. Okay, so yes, this is the Papikonda. So it is actually almost near the border of what? Andhra and Telangana. So this is the border of Andhra and Telangana. So it's almost on the border of Andhra and Telangana. Okay, that is Papikonda. Okay, on the banks of Godavari. Okay, clear? Okay, so we'll see a question. Which of the following are in Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve? So I told you Agasthyamala is a separate biosphere reserve. So Agasthyamala Biosphere Reserve. Neyar, Pepara, Shendrune, Wildlife Sanctuaries, and Kalakar Mundaturthi Tiger Reserve. Mudumalai, Shastamangalam, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary and Silent Valley National Park. Kaudinya, Gundla, Brahmeshwaram, Papikonda Wildlife Sanctuary and Mukkurthi National Park. Thavels and Sri Venkateshwara Wildlife Sanctuary, Nagarjuna Sagar Sirisalam Tiger Reserve. So even if you don't know this question while you're attempting for prelims, so this was kind of a new question for prelims, but we can look at the options, so we can eliminate. Like, for example, Papikonta, it was asked earlier for prelims, so we would obviously learn that, right? So we know where is Papikonda. It is in Eastern Ghats, so it's not part of Western Ghats. So you can directly eliminate this option. This is gone. This is gone. Okay. Next one. Here, Nagarjuna Sagar Sirisalam Tiger Reserve. Where is it? Again, it is in what? Andhra Pradesh. Okay. This also you would have known it. So you are eliminating this as well. Okay. Here again we have two more options. So we have Mudumalai, Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuaries and Silent Valley. So with this on the northern part, somewhat north of the Western Ghats compared to Agastyamalai. So Agastyamalai, I told it is at the bottommost part, right? So Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary is near what? Yes, Bandipur. It is to the north of Kerala. Okay. Then Satyamangalam, it's at the junction between Western and Eastern Ghats, but it is not the southernmost part of Western Ghats. Silent Valley National Park is also on the center of Kerala, right? So you can eliminate this option as well. Okay. Then if you're talking about Agasthyamala, we studied that Neyyar river is passing through Agasthyamala. So there is high chance this is correct. So this is actually the right answer. Okay, A is the right answer. Clear? Okay. So remember, Neyyar, Peppara, Shentrune Wildlife Sanctuaries and Kalakkad Mundature Tiger Reserve are part of what? Agastya Mala Biosphere Reserve. Yeah. Next question asked for prelims previously is, which of the following protected areas are located in the Kaveri Basin? We have Nagarholi National Park, Papikonda National Park, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve and Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. So question is, which of the following protected areas are located in the Kaveri Basin? Okay. So select the correct answer using the code below. 1 and 2 only, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yes, Kaveri, Nagarholi, I told you, near Kakala Kaveri. We have rivers what flowing through it, right? Kabini. So this is actually correct. Sorry. This is actually in the Kaveri Basin. That is correct. Where is Papikonda? Papikonda is in the Eastern Ghats in Andhra Pradesh. So where is Kaveri? Kaveri is flowing to Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, right? And branches of Kerala, a small part of Kerala. So you can eliminate this option. This is not correct. So 2 is gone. So if 2 is gone, this option is gone and this option is gone. So you just have 2 options. So you know one is right. So actually this is the right answer. But before arriving at that, just read the next 2 options. So Satyamangalam. Yes, this is right. Okay, Satyamangalam is right. So we told Satyamangalam we have what? Bhavani River flowing. Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, they are tributaries of Kabini. Kabini is flowing through it. So answer is C. This is the right answer. We are eliminating just 2. We have 1, 3 and 4. These are correct. Okay. So these 3 are on the banks of Kaveri Basin. Okay. So up to this, we have studied what? Repeatedly asked regions as well as Western Ghats specific region. And next is Northeast specific farms. So we have seen most of them. So Manas is there, Kasiranga is there, Namdapha is there, Neora Valley is there, Cable Lamjo is there, No Creek is there. Then Pakui, Dampa, Gumti, Buksa. Okay, so this we have already studied. Manas, Kaziranga, Namdapha, Neora Valley, Cable Lamjo, No Creek, we have already studied. In this session, we will be studying what? Pakui, Dampa, Gumti and Buksa. Okay, so where exactly is Pakui? Pakui is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Pakui is in Arunachal Pradesh. And which river is flowing through it? The Nameri River. Okay, and also the Kameng River. So both Nameri and Kameng, which are tributaries of Brahmaputra, are flowing through where? The Pakke Tiger Reserve. And also we have the Pakke River, which is also tributary of this. Then what kind of biodiversity? To the Arunachal Pradesh, that is high altitude. So we have lowland semi-evergreen, evergreen forest, and eastern Himalayan broadleaf forest. Okay, what species found here? Yes, we have the tiger species, hornbill. Okay, it is part of which mountains? Yes, Northeast Himalayas, as well as the Abor Hills. Okay, so Arunachal Pradesh, Abor Hills, Northeast Himalayan Hills, we have what? Pakke Tiger Reserve. Pakke. Which tribes will be found here? We have the Naishi tribes. Naishi is very important. Remember Pakke tribes. That is why UPSC asked Pakke ones. So there was some issue regarding Naishi tribes. So UPSC asked what about Pakke tribes. So what's the significance? It is a national park. It is a tiger reserve as well as wildlife sanctuary. Okay, so it is Pakke. Remember, it is in Arunachal Pradesh. With Nameri coming in Pakke, rivers flowing in through it, and it is on the Abor Hills. We also have what Naishi tribes there. Okay, so I'll show you the location. So this is the Pakke or Pakui. It's almost above what Nameri. Okay, so there's Nameri National Park in what in Assam, and Pakui is a continuation in Arunachal Pradesh. So it's actually one single forest area. Okay, so in Arunachal Pradesh called Pakke, and in Assam it is called what Nameri. Okay, clear? Yes. Next is Dampa. Where is Dampa? Which state? Yes, it's in Mizoram. Okay, so we have already learned the one in what Meghalaya. In Mizoram, it is Dampa, which is important. So what kind of biodiversity would be said? It is a region of heavy rainfall, so that means tropical forest. Species, yes, we have tiger species, elephant, clouded leopard. Okay, and what mountains? Yes, the Mizo Hills. So Mizoram means Mizo Hills. It's also called the Lushai Hills. Okay, tribes. Yes, the Mizo tribe. Apart from that, there is Chakmahajong tribes. And the Riang or Bru tribe. This is important because Riang and Bru has been in news because of their relocation issues. Okay. Then what is its significance? Yes, it is a wildlife sanctuary as well as what? A tiger reserve. Dampa Tiger Reserve. Remember, it is in Mizoram. Okay, it is a tiger reserve. So you can see the location. It's in the south, almost at the border of what? Bangladesh. Okay, Dampa Tiger Reserve. Here, one more thing, Chakma and Riang tribe or Bru tribes are predominantly found in Tripura, Bangladesh region, and since Dampa is almost near the border area, that is why we have those communities well. Okay. Okay. Next one is the Gumti. Gumti, if you're talking about Gumti, where is it? It's in Tripura. Okay. So this is the last one in the northeast. We are learning, that is Tripura. Gumti is in Tripura. Which river flows through it? There's a Gumti river and Khowai. Okay. What kind of biodiversity? Yes, it's this tropical rainforest. Mainly, Tripura is almost similar climate to what Bangladesh. Okay, remember Tripura is a lowland, like not as high as the other mountainous regions of northeast. It has a continuity to where to Bangladesh. Okay, what species found there? It's mainly elephant. Significances: it is a wildlife sanctuary. The Gumti is in Tripura. Okay, so why have I included this is because UPSC had asked once a question. So consider the following pairs: Dampa Tiger Reserve, Mizoram, Gumti Wildlife Sanctuary, Sikkim, Saramati Peak. Which of the above pairs is correctly matched? 1 only, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. So what is the right answer? You can directly name it. Gumti is where? In Tripura. So we are directly eliminating the Sikkim is wrong. 2 goes, there is what? 2 options, 1 and 1 and 3. So we know Dampa, this is actually correct. And Saramati Peak, when we spoke about the Naga Hills, right, Nagaland, we spoke about what? Saramati Peak. So this is also right. The answer is C, 1 and 3 only. Okay, here. Okay. Next is in the northeast, the last one in northeast, Buxa. It's actually not in the northeast, it is part of what? West Bengal. Okay, Buxa is in West Bengal. And which river flows through it? It is the Sankosh River, which is a tributary of what? The Brahmaputra. The Sankosh tributary of Brahmaputra flows through Buxa. And what biodiversity? It's mostly moist tropical forest. What species is found here? The Bengal tiger, the Asian elephant, as well as the clouded leopard. Okay. Yes, the mountains. It is part of what northeastern Himalayas. I mean, it's actually on the foothills of Himalayas. Okay, the tribes here include the Dukpas tribe. Dukpas. Okay, and it is a what national park as well as a tiger reserve. Okay, the Buksa. This is also one important thing. You might think Buksa, seeing the location, it is in the northeast, but it is part of West Bengal. So don't confuse with that. That is the only thing you must remember in this. And the river Sankosh, which is a tributary of Brahmaputra, flows through Buksa. Remember this. Okay. So you can see the location. It's almost near to Assam. Okay. West Bengal. It's almost at the border between what Assam and West Bengal, but it is in West Bengal. Buksa National Park. And it is continuity to what Tibet. Bhutan. Okay. So these are the repeatedly asked areas by UPSC and also the obsessed areas of UPSC. That is the northeastern regions, protected area networks in northeast as well as what the western Ghats region. Okay. So yes, in northeast, the last one we spoke about was what the Pakke in Arunachal Pradesh. We have the Naishi tribes there. Okay. Apart from that, we have Dampa. Talking about Dampa, where is it? It is in Mizoram. It is a tiger reserve and it is on what Lisha and Mizo hills. Okay, then we have the Riang tribes and Mizo tribes and Chakma Hajong tribes. Then we have Gumti. Gumti is where in Tripura. Okay, just remember the location, the state. Buksa is in West Bengal and it is what national park and tiger reserve. Okay, clear. Next is the protected area networks in news. So far, we have learned almost all the ones asked by UPSC. And the next, what we are going to learn is the protected area networks in news. This is important because all the ones in news, there are high probability that UPSC can ask for the coming prelims. Okay. So I just listed it out. We have Bandipur Tiger Reserve, Fatehmangalam Tiger Reserve, Pune National Park, Kaziranga National Park, Valmiki Tiger Reserve, Durgavati, and Kangar Ghati National Park. Okay. Of this, the first two, Bandipur and Satyamangalam, we have already seen. Now we'll see the rest. That is Puno Palpur National Park, Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga also we have already seen. The Valmiki, Durgavati, and Kangar Ghati. So we'll see four. Okay. So we'll start with Puno Palpur. So where is Puno Palpur? Yes, it is between Aravallis and the Madhav National Park. And it is an important wildlife corridor. So why was it in news, Puno Palpur? Yes, this is where who's being introduced? Yes, the cheetahs. Cheetah has been reintroduced in Puno Palpur National Park. But UPSC has asked about Puno Palpur earlier, but the question was with regard to what? Lion reintroduction. So Puno Palpur was initially part of what? Lion reintroduction program. Okay, and later on it was changed because lion could not be reintroduced there due to technical difficulties. And then what happened? We recently reintroduced the cheetahs in Puno Palpur National Parks. Clear? Okay. And it was first notified as sanctuary in 1981 and upgraded to national park. Okay. And it is what? Natural habitat for cheetah. It is a natural habitat for that means cheetah needs what? Large grasslands to what? It is the one of the fastest animal on earth, right? So it needs open grasslands, open woodland, savanna. Okay, so African cheetahs are mainly what going through, situated in the African savanna. So if you're talking about cheetah, there are two kinds of cheetahs, Asian cheetah and African cheetah. In India, cheetah went extinct in the 1950s. Okay, 1950s, 1960s time. And the only remaining population of Asian cheetah is in Iran. It is critically endangered. Okay. And we are trying to reintroduce the African cheetah, not the Indian cheetah or the Asian cheetah. And Kuno. Through Kuno Palpur, there is a river running, that is Kuno, which is a tributary of the Chambal. Okay. So Chambal is known for its Chambal badland topography. Chambal is a tributary of who? Yamuna. Okay. So Kuno Palpur, Kuno river flows through Kuno Palpur, which is a tributary of Chambal, which in turn is a tributary of who? Yamuna. Okay. Okay. So you can see the location of what? The Kuno Palpur. So this on top of Madhya Pradesh. It's in Madhya Pradesh. So almost in the top part of Madhya Pradesh, we have what? The Kunapalpur Wildlife Sanctuary. So it's a wildlife sanctuary as well as a national park. Okay. Next one is the Valmiki Tiger Reserve. So where is Valmiki Tiger Reserve? It is in Bihar. This is the only tiger reserve in Bihar. Okay, there is only one tiger reserve in Bihar, and this is the Valmiki Tiger Reserve. And it was in news because recently Bihar government has established an elephant rescue center in what Bihar's Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Okay, this is mainly to rehabilitate what stray and abandoned injured elephants. Okay, apart from that, there has also been tendency toward increase the rhino bearing areas in Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Okay, so there has been what increasing number of rhinos there. So they are trying to increase the area, and it is located where in West Champaran district in Bihar. Okay, here Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Apart from that, yes, it is the only tiger reserve in Bihar and easternmost limit of India's Himalayan Tarai forest. That means Tarai is the foothills of Shivalik. Okay, Tarai forest. And yes, it is. It was earlier what designated as wildlife sanctuary, then it became national park, and now it is a tiger reserve as well. Okay, and yes, it has continuity to where Nepal Chitwan National Park, Chitwan National Park. Okay, it's almost near the Nepal border. And two important rivers pass through it. It is the Ghantak and Masan, and Ghantak is on the west boundary. Okay, Ghandak and Masan River, and it is bordered in the west by what? Ghandak. And Indian bison and one-horned rhinos frequently migrate. So basically, the ones in Nepal migrate to this here. So apart from tigers, so we have bison as well as one-horned rhinos in Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Remember, Valmiki Tiger Reserve is the only tiger reserve in Bihar. Okay, so you can see the location. This is the Valmiki Tiger Reserve. So at the border, we have what? The Gandak River. Okay, and this side we have Nepal. Okay, clear? Okay, so it is almost at the border of Bihar and Nepal, or India and Nepal. Okay. Next one, which was in news, is the Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Durgavati Tiger Reserve, talking about Durgavati Tiger Reserve, yes. Why was it in news? Madhya Pradesh has recently approved the creation of what? The Durgavati Tiger. So it is a new tiger reserve in what? In Madhya Pradesh. Okay. And why was it created? Yes, we know the Ken Betwa interlinking. So due to Ken Betwa interlinking, the Panna Tiger Reserve is about to sink. Okay, so if we're carrying out the Ken Betwa interlinking project, a Dauladar Dam would be created on top of it, and because of that, Daudan Dam. Because of that, the Panna Tiger Reserve is going to sink, right? So if Panna Tiger Reserve is going to sink, the tigers from there is going to migrate to where? The Durgavati Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so tigers, it is expected that we are trying to shift the tigers from the Panna Tiger Reserve to what? The Durgavati. It is in the neighborhood. Okay, and apart from that, in UP also there is one tiger reserve where the tigers are expected to go. Already the UP government has what? The UP has given approval. Okay, so there is a Ranipur Wildlife Sanctuary, which is going to be converted to what? The tiger reserve. Okay, so the tigers in Panna are frequently visiting the Ranipur Wildlife Sanctuary as well as the what? There is a new tiger reserve in MP called the Durgapur Tiger Reserve. Okay, so these two areas, the tigers from Panna Tiger Reserve are migrating. Okay, clear? Okay. Next one, the last national park is the Kangar Ghati National Park. Where is Kangar Ghati National Park? It is in, yes, Chhattisgarh. Okay. Why is it important? Is that the community there, the people there was given the community forest right. That is, it was recognized by the Chhattisgarh government. Okay, the Kangar Ghati National Park, and it is the second national protected area which has been recognized. That is, community forest rights has been recognized after Simlipan. Okay, First, it was Simlipal who recognized the community forest right. Then after that, it was the Kangarhati National Park. Okay. And yes, what is community forest right? Is the traditional dwellers. They own the land, that is, they have community ownership of land, and that has been recognized. Okay. And there is one river flowing through this Kangarhati National Park, that is the Kangar River. Okay. And apart from that, this is known for its what? Limestone topography. So what is limestone topography? That means it has what? It's called karst topography. That is the soil there is of limestone. That is the rocks there is limestone. Okay. So there is karst caves. So there is Kudumbasar, Kailas, and Dantak karst caves found in the Kangarhati National Park. So we have stalagmites and stalactites, which are what part of the karst cave structure or the limestone topography. So because of that, we have what? Karst caves such as Kudumbasar, Kailas, and Dandak. Okay. So remember, it is in Chhattisgarh. So you can see here. This is the location. It is almost in the Bastar region, the south of Chhattisgarh. Okay. So we have the Bastar Minas here. It is one of the densest forest region and highly Naxal region. Okay. Maoist inflicted region. Okay. Kangar River is the mouse deer also could be found here and also known for the karst topography. Apart from that, two other important national parks in Chhattisgarh is the Guru Ghasidas National Park as well as Indravati. Guru Ghasidas also has been recently declared as what? Tiger Reserve. So that is also very important. And it is in the Vindhyan ranges. Okay. And if we're talking about Indravati, yes, it is up. There is Indravati river flowing through it. And you must remember the location as well. So with that, we have concluded what? The protected area networks. Okay. So the last ones we spoke about were what? The protected area networks in News. Bandipur, I told you, it's because the Prime Minister visited Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. That's also important. Apart from that, Kuno Palpur, because of cheetah reintroduction. It's in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and we have Kuno river flowing through it, which is a tributary of Chambal, which in turn is a tributary of Yamuna. Okay, then we spoke about the Valmiki Tiger Reserve. So it is the only tiger reserve where in Bihar. Okay, and we have the which river? The Gandak River. Gandak River on the western border of what? The Valmiki Tiger Reserve. Then we spoke about the Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Or Durgavati Tiger Reserve. So it is new tiger reserve proposed in where? Madhya Pradesh, because of the Ken-Betwa interlinking project, which could sink what? The Panna Tiger Reserve. So the tigers through the natural corridor are to be shifted toward the Durgavati. Apart from that, there is Anipur Wildlife Sanctuary in UP. Okay. To where the tigers could shift. Okay. Then the last one is the Kangarhati National Park in Chhattisgarh. So the tribal community there was given what? The community forest rights. Okay, community forest rights were recognized. Here, and it is known for the karst topography or limestone topography. Okay, so with that, we have covered all the protected area networks that you must know in the prelims perspective. Okay, so I think even if you wouldn't be able to answer all the questions or wouldn't be knowing all the options when it comes to prelims, you would obviously be able to eliminate the options and find the right answer. Okay, if you learn at least these, that is for sure. Okay. Next important thing you must learn while learning preparing for prelims is Ramsar sites and wetlands. So Ramsar sites are regions of wetlands which require protection. There is high chance that it can get degraded and it needs protection. Okay, so it's basically part of wetland conservation that Ramsar sites are being recognized. Okay, so as we are celebrating the 75 years of independence, what are we doing now? So India has recognized 75 Ramsar sites. So it is 75 at 75. So for now, we have 75 Ramsar sites recognized. Okay, that means 75 wetlands across the country is recognized as Ramsar sites. And it has to be given what? Extreme protection. It cannot be what converted to any other means of land. It cannot be filled. It cannot be destroyed. It has to be conserved and it has to be preserved. That is the importance of Ramsar sites. Okay. Apart from that, the wise use of wetlands should be promoted as part of what? If it is recognized as Ramsar site. So basically, it's for wetland conservation. So there are, I told you, 75 wetlands, and it is impossible to study all the 75 wetlands. Right. So there are so many wetlands recognized across the country. Like, for example, Vembanan Lake is there from Kerala. From north, there is Someri, all those lakes from Jammu and Kashmir. Then there is Chilka Lake in Odisha. Northeast, we spoke about the Manipur, that is Loktak Lake, Kiladar Khan in Rajasthan. There are so many, right? So it is impossible to study the whole ones. There is 71, high what comes as it. But we can always study the last introduced ones. So it will be easier for us. So in order to make it 75 for 75, 11 more was introduced in the latest list and it became 75 Ramsar sites. So we are going to learn today the 11 important ones which were introduced in the last. Okay. So we'll start with this Odisha. 3 were introduced in Odisha, that is Tampara Lake, Hirakud Reservoir and Ansupa. So Hirakud you will remember because Hirakud is on which river? Yes, it is on the Mahanadi. The reservoir on Mahanadi. So Hirakud Reservoir, that is the lake that is recognized as what Ramsar site. Apart from that, what THA, Tampara, Hirakud and Ansupa Lake. Ansupa Lake is in Odisha. Next is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, the Yashwant Sagar. Yashwant Sagar is recognized as what? A Ramsar site in Madhya Pradesh. So central, there's only one Yashwant Sagar. The highest number is in Tamil Nadu. A lot are recognized in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Tamil Nadu and UP has a lot of Ramsar sites. So Tamil Nadu, the latest recognized ones are Chitrangudi Bird Sanctuary, Kanjirakulam Bird Sanctuary. They can be gone together because they are close by. Sujindram Tarur Wetland Complex, which is in the southern most near Kanyakumari. Then there is Vadur Bird Sanctuary. These 4 were recognized lately. Before that, in the last group, there are 6 recognized in just in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Then Maharashtra. Next one is Maharashtra. That is Thane Creek. Okay. So Thane Creek, like Mumbai Thane, that was the first railway. Thane would be easy to remember. Thane Creek, if it is there, it is in Maharashtra for sure. Okay. And Jammu and Kashmir, 2 are there. Okay. Most of the ones in the erstwhile state was in what? Ladakh region. In Jammu and Kashmir, Union Territory, 2 are like recently introduced. That is Haigam recognized, Haigam Wetland Conservation Reserve and Shalbuk Wetland Conservation Reserve. These are the latest one identified. Okay, so the 11 ones which are like lately introduced or the latest one added to the Ramsar list site, sites list. Okay. In Odisha 3, THA, that is Tampara Lake, Hirakud Reservoir and Ansupa Lake. 1 in the center, that is Madhya Pradesh, Yashwant Sagar. 1, and then we are coming south, 4 in Tamil Nadu, that is Chitrangudi Bird Sanctuary and Kanjirakulam Bird Sanctuary. Then Sujindram Terur Wetland Complex and Vadur Bird Sanctuary. Okay, 3 of them are bird sanctuaries. Then in the west, we have Maharashtra, Thane Creek. And again in the north, that is Jammu and Kashmir, 2 Haigam Wetland Conservation River and Shalbuk Wetland Conservation River. Easy to remember? Okay. Now we'll see the location. Okay, so you can see the location here. So we have Shalbuk Wetland Conservation Reserve at the top. And also what Haigam is here. So you can see it in 2 here at the north, Jammu and Kashmir region. Okay. In Odisha, Ansupa Lake, Tampara Lake and Hirakud Reservoir. So on top we have Ansupa, bottom Tampara, and to the west side we have what? Hirakud. Exactly at the center we have Yashwant Sagar in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. And to the west, Thane Creek in Maharashtra. Okay. And if you're coming into Tamil Nadu, 4, 1 is Vadur, 2 close by our Chitranguni and Kanjirakulam. Okay. Then in Kanyakumari, we have what? Sujindram. Sujindram Teru wetland found. Actually, Sujindram temple is also very famous. So you can just remember related to that. Okay, it's in what? Tharur wetland. The blue ones, this is the 11 newly introduced ones. The blue ones are previously introduced just before this. Okay, so if you have time, just look at these ones as well. There's Sanda Lake in Goa, then Vellore Bird Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu, Vembanur. There are 6 ones introduced in Tamil Nadu. Okay, Vedantangal, all those things. Kundangolam. Just quickly then Satkosha. Satkosha, remember Satkosha, okay? Satkosha Gorge is where? In Odisha. Okay, that is very important. There's also a national park there, Satkosha. And yes, Sirpur is here. Okay, Goa only one, Nanda. Okay, Nanda Lake in Goa. Remember these. That is the Ramsar sites you must remember. So these latest 11 ones you must remember. The rest, if you can, you remember. Remember Satkosha and Nanda for sure. Okay. Here. Okay. So with that, we have completed what all the protected area networks, including the Ramsar sites. Okay. Okay. So next, one more topic it is remaining with regard to what maps of India. That is the Indian soils. Okay. So yeah, we'll just move on. We'll just talk about the soils of India. So we'll just study the maps. So I'll just give you a broad idea of which soil is found where. Just remember the location of the soil and what kinds of soil are found across the country. So this is important for both prelims as well as mains. Okay, mains also in geography, UPSC can ask about the soils, different colors of soil, which is found where, etc. And what is its significance? Why is it found there? All those things. Okay, so we'll start with the soils of India. We'll see the map of which indicates the soils of India. So this is the map. Okay, the first one we are going to talk about is what? Yes, the black soil. So black soil is known as the black cotton soil. And where is it found? Yes, in the Maharashtra. This region, this in and around Maharashtra. This is the region of black cotton soil. And why is it found there? So it is called black cotton soil because that is the region, the black soil region is the region where there is highest cotton cultivation. Okay, that soil which is most suitable for cotton cultivation, that is black soil. And why is it found there? It is on the Deccan Trap region because of the lava deposits there, Deccan Trap. Okay, so while the Indian plate was passing over the Reunion hotspot, the lavas flow through what? Lavas from the hotspots of Reunion Island flew through the fault and spread over what Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh region, and that soil is where we have what the black soil. Okay, next one is the red soil, red yellow soil. So the region around this, that is all around the black soil, this region, all this is what? Red soil region. And towards this side we have yellow soil, red yellow soil. Okay, so red soil means it is rich in what? Iron content. That means the region around black cotton soil is very much mineral rich. Okay, so if you're talking about all the important like minerals such as iron ore, all the ores, all the regions with what? Minerals, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand region, Odisha region. It's in this region we have what? The red soil. Okay, and the color changes to yellow depending on the moisture content. Like for example, if the soil has very much high moisture content, it is called what? The red soil. And when it dries out, that is when it is hydrated, it becomes yellow. It gets a shade of yellow. So towards the Rajasthan side or the Western Indian side, above the black soil region, we have what? The red yellow shade. Clear? That is a red yellow soil. Next is the arid desert soil. So what is arid desert soil? Where is it found? Yes, obviously in the desert region. Where is the desert in India? It is in the western part, that is Rajasthan part. So arid desert soil is found in the Rajasthan part, this region. Okay, so this is the arid desert region. Here. Next is the alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is actually there in India. There are two types of alluvium. Okay, two types of alluvium. One is riverine alluvium, and another one is deltaic or coastal alluvium. Okay, so riverine alluvium or deltaic and coastal alluvium. Okay, so where is riverine alluvium? Is on the banks of river. That is in the plains of India. That is Gangetic plain, Ganga Brahmaputra delta, or Ganga Brahmaputra plains. So this region we have what? This whole region we have what? The riverine alluvium. Okay. Next is the deltaic or coastal alluvium. So where it will be? In the coastal region, right? So it's mainly in the eastern coast of India, like for example, the KG basin, Krishna Godavari basin, this part, and the what the Sundarbans region. Okay, so this is where we can find what? The coastal alluvium or the deltaic alluvium. That means it will be fine alluvium soil, fine alluvial soil. That is fine soil, small grain soil. Okay. So that is coastal alluvium. So two types of alluvium soil. One is riverine alluvium, another one is deltaic and coastal alluvium. Okay. Next is the laterite soil. So laterite soil is actually found where? In regions of high precipitation. Okay. Which are the regions of high precipitation in India? One is the Kerala coast, this part, Western Ghats, western part of Western Ghats, Kerala coast. Another one is the northeast, right? Meghalaya, this region, right? And the last one is where? In here, Andhra Pradesh, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this is where you can find what? Laterite soil. That is high precipitation means what? All silica would be drained out, right? And what is remaining gives what? The red color. So laterite soil would be heavy red color soil. Okay. So yes, it is mainly found in regions of high precipitation. Okay, laterite soil. Clear? Next is the mountain soil. So in the mountainous region, that is higher altitudes in India, we have what? The mountain soil, especially in the Himalayan region. So this part. All these are what? The mountain soil region, this part. Okay, you can see the green color. That is the mountain soil. It's actually brown in color, okay? Exact color of mountain soil is usually brown in color. And the last one is a saline alkaline soil. Okay, so the regions where there is high salinity or high alkalinity, like for example, what? The Ran of Kutch region. Okay, the soil there is alkaline soil or saline soil. That means it is what? Not suitable for agriculture. Okay, so yes, saline alkaline soil is found where? In this part. You can see it here. Okay, so that is what? Saline alkaline soil. That is high salt content would be there, high alkalinity level. It is not good for agriculture. And in this whole thing, which regions are good for agriculture? Yes, this Madhya Pradesh, the black cotton soil is good for what? Yes, cotton cultivation, right? And alluvial soil, this is good for major of the agriculture. So we have the Gangetic Brahmaputra basin or riverine flood plains, right? Where there is high agriculture region. Then we have what? KG basin, where there is high agriculture. So all the regions of alluvium soil has very high agriculture, right? And if you're talking about the laterite soil, there are different types of. It is mainly plantation crops, like we have tea and coffee plantations, where there is laterite soil. Okay, and if you're talking about what? Arid soil region, desert soil, there's no much cultivation, but the pulses or the species of plants, agriculture which need less water, dryland agriculture could be carried out in what? Arid desert region. Okay, and the mineral rich soil is the red yellow soil. The regions of red yellow soil is the most mineral rich region in India. Yeah. So if you know the soils of India, you can know what kind of crop is cultivated across the country. So it's very important to learn the soil. If you know the soil, you'll know what kind of agriculture is there and also what minerals could be found. Okay, so this is the significance of learning the type of soil. And also we can also know what kind of climate is there. Like for example, regions of laterite soil is the regions of very high precipitation. Regions of arid desert soil, no precipitation, almost negligible amount of precipitation. Right. So that is the significance of learning what soil, and you must always link soil with other type of what other geographical features. So that is how you can learn for mains. So whenever there's a question regarding soil in mains, you must draw this figure. Okay, and you must mark all the regions where with the types of soil. And in prelims perspective, you must know the location of soil and the corresponding crops which can be cultivated, or the agriculture region, or the mineral resources, the regions where there is high mineral resources. Yeah, so that is the soils of India. So I'm just giving a brief about it again. We're talking about soils of India. First one is a black soil, black cotton soil. It is in around the Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra region. Okay, regions with high, it is black. It's like a clayey soil. It's really black color. Okay, and it is good for cotton cultivation. And around that we have what? Yes, the red yellow soil. So based on the moisture content, the color varies. High moisture content, red color. Low moisture content means yellow color. And that is the region where high mineral resources. Then we have the arid desert soil, where in the western part, that is Rajasthan desert region. After that, we have the alluvial soil. Two types of alluvial soil, that is riverine alluvium as well as what? Coastal or deltaic alluvium. Riverine alluvium is mainly found where? In the Ganga Brahmaputra plains, and that is where that is the region of highest agriculture, highest productive soil is there. Okay, then we have the coastal alluvium, especially along the eastern coast as well as some part of the western coast also it is there. Okay, that is also there is high rice cultivation and all on those regions, especially in the Krishna Godavari basin. Okay, then we have what? The laterite soil. Laterite soils are found in regions of high precipitation. One is in the Kerala coast. Another one is where? In the northeast, that is Meghalaya, Assam region. Then we have what? In Andaman and Nicobar Island region. Okay. Then we have what? The mountain soil. Mountain soil is in the higher altitudes, especially in the Himalayas. It's brown colored soil. Okay. Then the last one is a saline alkaline soil, and it is found where? In the regions of high salinity, where there's salt deposit or where there's high alkalinity, especially in Gujarat, and also some parts of Tamil Nadu also it's there, where you can find salt marshes. Okay, here. So this is the soils of India. Okay. Okay. So with that, we have come to the end of all the map study of India in Indian perspective. So we have covered with everything with regard to what? National parks, the protected area networks, the mountain regions, the rivers of India, the terrains, okay, the political map, the important latitudes, right? So each of these is important. You can link it together and study. And whenever you're studying, remember to draw a map and study. That is very important. Okay. So whenever you draw a map and study, it will be useful for your prelims because you remember the locations. And for mains, you'll be able to draw maps thoroughly, easily. Okay, so draw a map and then study. When you study maps. Okay, and national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, you must remember those locations which I've mentioned, which have been repeatedly asked by UPSC. Then you would be obviously able to eliminate the options and arrive at the answer. Yeah, so that is how you study for our prelims. Okay, so yes, that's it for today. We'll continue. We'll come up with some other topics and we'll meet again. Okay. Thank you.